What is going on, my YouTube friends, my Patreon friends, my Warning Army friends, man? How's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? It's been a little minute. Once again, man. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what's going on with me. I've been busy. Been real busy. But it's wintertime now. Back to full-time YouTubing, and I wanted to invite y'all and let y'all know I'm filming this Wednesday, November 20th, and we're gonna finish the Keep Me Fed record. I'm gonna do it on a live stream on Twitch tomorrow, so the 21st. So I'm gonna have this out on the 20th. I'll have the link to the Twitch in the description box. It's BELDVLMNT. It's like the shortened version of my YouTube channel. And if y'all want to come hang out with me, if you want to come hang out on a Twitch stream and watch it together, I would love to see you. Of course, I'm gonna do my best to upload it. A lot of this record does get restricted on YouTube. So if for whatever reason YouTube has problems with it, I'll make it for free on Patreon as well. So I'll make sure one way or another that the VOD or whatever will be available for y'all. I'll make sure of that. Today we're watching The Warning Automatic Sun from the 2024 EMAs. This was 9 days ago. This was uploaded. I didn't even see this one. I didn't even, because it's on the MTV channel that I don't subscribe to. So I just found it. I was looking up The Warning. I thought I saw they performed at the Spanish Grammys. Is that what it was? And that's what I was looking for. So that one might come out this week as well. But I thought I would jump into this, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm, of course, going to have the link to this video in the description box if y'all want to show some more love. Show MTV that the Warning Army, here to support, you know? Here to support. So here we go. Let me pull this up. And let's check this out, y'all. It's my first video of the day. Got to make sure all my volumes are right. Make sure that's on. All right, let's do this. You kidding me, Danny? Come on now. What a great spot to start the camera too. And that big just boom. Like, come on now. Is that another new guitar?
Like your nails down my back. Try not to think about it too much. The weight of everything starts on an unavoidable headache. But you got me begging and
fire, man. So before this chorus drops, I want to talk about a few things. Danny looks like she's getting really comfortable with those like behind the nut harmonics. I've seen like one or two videos where it looks like she's moving like really quick, but that just looked like pure confidence. Like, I'm ready for this. I've done this 1,000 times now. I'm just like gonna do the thing, right? It just looked so smooth. Little bit of like a shaker, or what are those things called? It's like it's got like a handle and then like a bunch of the they almost look like pearls, like a pearl necklace, but they're like steel, and you can like it's like a shaker, but like a different form of it. That's what it sounds like to me. It's on the left side. Vibe with that. Bass guitar sounds thick and punchy. And what I was told to do for bass, for those of y'all that like do mixing or play bass at home, is you find the frequency range in like the low mid or the low that's in key. So like your different frequencies will align with notes, right? I don't know them off the top of my head. I always just Google them, but you find that section that's in key and you give it just like a couple dB boost on your like low, like I say, your low section or your low mid on the bass guitar, and that just makes it like stand out all the time, because you got to think like if you're in the key of C, all the notes you play are going to resonate somewhere in that either relative key or in that key, right? And it just makes it stand out all the time. And I've heard some folks use a multiband compressor for that, and sure, like that's a sound too, but just that little nudge, man, it just makes it peak out all the time. And I feel like they got that going on in this one. The guitar tone is nasty in this one, y'all. Drums sound great. Pau just, again, giving us that confidence, man. It's like she's just like got this pocket she sits in. It's just so nice. Nice bright snare drum. We can talk about the rigging up here too, man. I used to work in lots of stadiums and stuff. So in I haven't done anything this size, but I've flown lots of stuff in the air. So rigging comes in. Rigging's usually like there first. They build all their points, right? So the engineers will draw out the different spots where all the motors hang from like the actual ceiling, or like the steel bars, the I-beams in the roof. And you have to drop, like, they're 1-ton motors. You have to drop enough chains from those motors, from those points, to support everything you have. So like if a max capacity is a ton, you don't want to max out each one. So you have to have multiples of them. And they I don't know like all the science behind it, but when we initially fly them, you have this thing called a pickle, and it's basically just up down. Some of them are like multi units. You can choose which sections or which divisions or which motor individually. If you want 2 or 3 to move at the same time, to move like one truss up and balance it, then you can select all those. There's probably like a programming or an automation you can do for that now, so you can like make the wave happen with the lights like they're doing. But shout out to the riggers, man. That's a ton of work that goes into actually flying these things and making the move. And then on top of that, like in your engineering and your planning, you have to send enough. Like if it's Cat 5, Cat 6, all the power and everything, you have to send enough to these to be able to let them move and still be comfortable, right? And you have to plan it well enough that when it goes up to the top, the cable doesn't fall off the truss and look all ugly. Like, really good job on the production on that.
The freedom, but somehow you still got me trapped. The silence in midnight just feels like your nails down my back. Try not to think about it too much. The weight of everything's such an unavoidable headache, but you got me begging instead. But when you're automatic side,
Cool, okay.
what you're doing to me. Give me a psychosomatic love. Look what you're doing to me. And if you go to me,
I wonder if, like, and again, this is, I wasn't at the show. I was not there for the capture of this. So I don't know if they, like, printed off to, like, say, Logic or something and just edited those stems. I don't know if they're doing after the fact effects. Like, in post-production, you can put in your own delays, your own reverbs, whatever. But it feels like they're getting closer to the original. So the first one was, like, quarter notes. They were pretty quick. Automatic sun, 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 sun. Something like that. And then the second one felt like it was longer. And in the record version, I believe it's a half note delay. So it's like automatic sun, sun. It just fills that space a little differently, right? But if we go back into that chorus, you hear that faster delay. Like the delay is present. In the mix, it's pushed, but it's a lot faster than it is on the record, right?
hear
that? Stereo, 2 of them.
And if you go to me, will you be my mirror? In fact, what I need. Oh, you're so out of reach, yeah. The way you hurt me's never enough. This addiction's hard to give up. If you want it all, then just take it. 'Cause you got me, you got me. But when you're automatic side, look what you're doing to me. Give me a psychosomatic love.
There it is. There's the half note. So they're using multiple channels of bass because this bass isn't as subby as the one that came in the very beginning, right? But it's quick and it's all by itself. You don't need it like all that information rumbling in a sub just for a dun 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 dun. Like it's, if you're doing like a mic channel and like a DI channel, the DI channel is probably going to be a lot subbier than the mic channel. So this feels to me like they dropped the subby channel, the DI channel, and they're just using the mic or like whatever orientation, right? Guitars also feel huge. Like I'm pretty sure there's got to be 3 channels of guitars at least still, man. Like when I saw them in Kelowna, their sound tech, how do you say his name? Is it Lalo? something like that. I apologize. Was just gassing those guitars, y'all. And they are like larger than life. It is incredible. And you get that in this presentation, even though it's not as dynamic as it is like when you're actually at the live show. The guitars are huge, man, and they sound nasty. This must be like a new baritone or something Danny's playing. But speaking of dynamics, her vocals, man, are super impressive. I was talking about this in a live reaction I did yesterday to a band from Victoria. A lot of singers will come in and like they might start off like in a lower dynamic, a quieter dynamic, or a more gentle dynamic. And once they get up to like that top point, they kind of get up there and stay, right? But she's really giving us like this vocal kind of story. She's telling us a story with the dynamics. Even take all the lyrics out and just listen to like the notes and the way that she's presenting them to us. Like she's really keeping it cool and gentle, right? And like not only is that a sign of a dope musician, it's got to be a sign of like dope monitor techs too, because like if she was a little bit quiet in her ears, they might still be audible, but if the volume's a little bit quiet, then she would be over singing, over projecting, right? And if they're too loud, she might be either racing or even like singing flat or sharp or something if you can't hear like, you know, the guitars as well or whatever you're gauging the key off of, right? So shout out to all the techs for this one, man. It sounds like they went wild on this one. And of course the warning is a bunch of killers, y'all. Like, come on now. Let's hear that bass again. There's that half note.
If you want it all, then just take it. Burning your automatic soul.
Chills, y'all. That gave me straight up chills. One more time.
Just take it.
Turn it up.
Burning your automatic soul. Look what you're doing to me. Give me your psychosomatic love. Look what you're doing to me. 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 Yeah.
Nasty. Let's go. Fire, man. Literally. Sheesh, y'all. Like, God, that was heavy on the way out. Gave me chills, y'all. Last thing I want to talk about, y'all, the little bits of tracks that they used. It sounded like they had a little bit of vocals. I think one of the delays, I think, was a track. And actually, I don't think that the guitar feedback part was, I think that was actually Danny turning her guitar on and letting it feed back a little bit. But, like, the whole time I was thinking, the tracks, as they step in, they were kind of a nice touch. I wasn't expecting them. I didn't need them to be there, but they were kind of a nice touch, right? It just brings, like, another little bit of life to the performance. But if they weren't there, man, if it was just the 3-piece, they would have smashed that anyways. And even saying, like, a 3-piece, that's, like, a little bit underselling it, because like if you have 2-3 channels of bass, 3-4 channels of guitar, like at what point, you know, does it feel bigger than a 3-piece? But we've been talking about that since the beginning. Like the hardest thing about balancing this, like this tonal qualities of a 3-piece band, is you only have 3 members. Sometimes you have three members and a singer. I still consider that a 3-piece, right? But like there's a lot of work that goes into making that sound as friggin' big as that was, and that was huge, y'all. That was huge. I love this wave. I love this wave that the ladies are on, man. I'm gonna have the link to this video in the description box. I also have my Twitch in there, y'all. Please come hang out with me. Let's have a party. We're gonna go through the rest of Keep Me Fed on the 21st of November. I don't know the exact time yet, but I will post that as soon as I can. It'll probably be I don't know what time I'm gonna upload this. It'll probably be around like noon Mountain Standard Time, maybe like 1 o'clock. But we'll go from there. We'll figure it out, y'all. Have a great day, everybody. We will see you all soon. See you later. Catch you on the next one.